Hey everyone, it's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So, yesterday, guys, I did a live about where I am in my progress in my anger book that I'm reading. And I spoke about chapter 7 of the book, which is about who's responsible for what. And that's basically in chapter 7. And chapter 7 being about who's responsible for what is basically about the situation where when it comes to interactions with people, the important thing is to be aware of what part a person is playing in an interaction. Okay. So for me in particular, okay, what I took away from chapter 7 was that it's not about who's responsible for what, is not about placing blame on somebody else. Who's responsible for what is about who is doing this in response to what someone else is doing. Okay. So it's kind of like a cause and effect. Person A is going to react this way as a result of person B doing something. Okay. So in chapter 7, and I'll use myself as a personal example. Okay. So for me, in the past, what I would do is that usually if I have an argument with somebody, for me, I would say the person who I'm angry at is responsible for the argument. That was the perspective that I took. Now, as a result of me working on myself and things like that, okay, and me actually learning about who's responsible for what in my anger, but what I've come to understand is it is important for me to think about what role am I playing in this interaction? What is it that I'm doing? Okay? Because I'm accountable for the things that I say and the things that I do. Okay? And the only person I have control over is me, not anybody else, me. And I can be honest with you guys and say in the past, I didn't do a good job of doing that. Okay. But at this point in my life, because of the information I'm taking in and learning about anger, what I'm coming to understand is that I am accountable for myself, meaning the things I say and the things that I do. And if something happens in a conversation between me and another person, what I have to think about is the fact of is that first off, does this situation have anything to do with me? One. The next thing is if it does have something to do with me, what I have to do is decide on, okay, if there's something about this situation that I don't like, I can't go change another person and get them to do something different because I have no control over them because they have their own unique thoughts and feelings and perspective. And that's something that person is going to keep. Okay. And they may not want to, they may be fine with being who they are and with their thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. And so if I have a problem with something, it's my responsibility to make the changes in myself so that to not continue a situation, that isn't productive. Because if I make changes within myself, that changes the interaction between me and another person. And I've actually put these things into place in my own life where and I'm doing it a lot more recently because I'm reading up on anger and stuff like that and getting an understanding about it. And so, for me, I don't just read about things, dealing with my emotions. I actually apply things that I learn. And this is helping me to, have a more healthier and better view about things. Okay. So, like I said, who's responsible for what is not about controlling somebody. It's not about telling somebody what to do. It's not about me telling a person they got to change. It's not about that. It's about me taking accountability for my actions. what I say, what I do in an interaction, because the only person I can really change in a situation is myself. The other person, they may be who they're going to be, but if I have a problem with something, I have to acknowledge I have the problem, and I have to take the initiative to go and, make the changes within myself that's needed in order to make the choices about how I want to move forward and how I want to react to things. Thanks for watching.